Welcome to Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Sean Anderson for Ponca City Public Schools. This is our weekly visit with the head coaches of Ponca City High School Athletics. And on today's edition, it's the head coach of the Ponca City Wildcat baseball team, Coach Drew Burris. Coach Burris, thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for having me.
Well, as we tape this episode of Coach's Corner, Coach Burris and the team getting ready to host Sand Springs at the baseball field along 5th. That's going to happen later today. But by the time you're watching this, that game has already happened. Sand Springs, what do you know about them?
They're very talented. Very talented. They're currently they are like 5-1, 6-1 in district play. It puts them one of the top teams in the district. They're playing really well. I mean, it's going to be like it is every single week for us. It's going to be a tough competition. Something, if we go out and play well, we can win, and
absolutely
vice versa if we don't.
Right. Well, Thursday through Saturday, 8 teams will converge on the Broken Arrow tournament, and your Ponca City Wildcat baseballers are one of those teams. Big tournament Thursday through Saturday. How does it work, and how do you see the Wildcats stacking up with the competition at that tournament?
Yeah, it's 4 teams in one pool, 4 teams in the other. Broken Arrow and Bigsby actually co-host it together, and essentially it's just we'll go play 3 teams Thursday and Friday, and whatever our record is determines where we who we match up with on Saturday. It's a tough tournament. It's what I told my coaches going into the week, is that it's a tournament we can very easily go over and go 4-0 and feel really good about ourselves, or go over and go 0-4. It's just it's some of the top teams in the East. We'll be going up against, our schedule includes Sepulpa, which we already played. We got beat by them last Saturday in a close game. Broken Arrow, who we've played early in the year, and then Union, who won state last year. We play all 3 of those teams, and on the other side you've got Bigsby, who's one of the top teams, Sand Springs, who's one of the top teams, Jinx, who's one of the top teams, and a Booker T. Washington team that's usually pretty good. So it's one of those tournaments that it's going to be a challenge day in, day out, that we're going to be there. But it's like I've told the kids, it's nothing different than what we've experienced at this point already.
The experience for your players, it's got to be good to play a good level of competition.
It is. It's something where, for our sake, it's kind of what we told the boys. It's not been quite what we've wanted so far to this point in time in the season. We've had our ups and downs. We've kind of been what we refer to as riding a roller coaster, where sometimes we get really, really high and sometimes really, really low, and it's just finding that level of consistency, and hopefully as the season's drawing closer to an end, we start getting into that groove and finding where we want to be at as a team. But the thing is as we've told the kids, the schedule is not easy. It doesn't get any easier going forward. But our hope is that by the time we get into regionals, is that we've seen every single thing that you could possibly see as far as the schedule, and so there'll be no surprises when regionals come. And we'll be as prepared as anybody in the state, I feel. So
yeah, absolutely. You can find the schedule of baseball games right here at home at the baseball stadium. You go to pcps.us and find that calendar of events. And as you drive by the baseball stadium on 5th, you'll see signs out. It says baseball today, when they're going to play baseball. And we highly encourage you to get out there and back the Cats the next time you see that. And check the schedule and make a point to be there and be in the stands, grab a hot dog, have a great time at the ballpark. And that's what it's all about. And the temperatures are getting warmer. We're getting fully into spring, and your players are enjoying that. Before we wrap up this edition, individual players you'd like to mention, players you see really progressing, doing well on the practice field, and also in the games.
We see it for almost all of our kids. We played last week against Jinx, doubleheader, and our 2-game set like we do most of our district games, and went out Monday, didn't play very well, challenged the kids, and on Tuesday we came up and faced one of the best in the state, and our kid that we had on the mound, Carson Shook, did a very good job, threw a tremendous ball game, and we were able to beat one of the best kids in the state. And it comes as a collective unit, each and every single one of those kids coming up. Cody Ryan gets a big base hit, set up by some other individuals getting on base. find a good job. And, it's one of those things, baseball is such an unusual sport as far as ups and downs and doing things. We were kind of struggling against this kid who was throwing right around 93, 94 on the mound.
Wow.
And had a bunch of scouts in the stands, and we get a kid by the name of Casey Anderson that comes up, and Casey hits a double into the right center field gap off of him, and it's just one of those things where once that happens, it kind of sparks everybody. But, the kids are working hard. They continue to work. They know what they want to get accomplished, and, we're enjoying seeing that. We're enjoying seeing some of our younger kids develop as well, some of those that are on the JV or we see them getting better and better and understanding the game, because those kids are going to be kids that next year we're going to be counting on. And we're going to be looking towards them after we lose some of our seniors this year. So, just every day is a chance for kids to get better, and that's what we're trying to tell them. Just get 1% better every single day, and who knows where it'll take you after that. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Great words of wisdom from Coach Drew Burris, head coach of the Ponca City Wildcat baseball team. That is going to do it for this edition of Coach's Corner. Thank you for watching. Until next time.